Welcome to Thermopolis, Wyoming, where steaming hot springs meets ancient mysteries etched into rock. And today we're going to visit two of those sites, the healing hot mineral springs and the fascinating Legend Petroglyphs. And stick around for some insider tips to make your trip to Thermopolis even better. Thermopolis, Wyoming was one of the overnight stays on my recent road trip with my cousin Jana. And Jana just loves swimming in hot springs. She says she finds it so soothing to her arthritis. So she was pretty excited about visiting Thermopolis, Wyoming. In fact, it was the Eastern Shoshone and the Northern Arapaho Native American tribes that sold this land to our federal government in 1896. But there was a catch. The deal was that these waters would be free to anyone forever. So that state bathhouse honors that agreement today. There is no cost whatsoever for bathing in the inside pool or the outside pool in the state bathhouse in the state park. And the state park itself is still free. And these pools in the state bathhouse are maintained at a steamy 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's pure mineral water. No chemicals, no municipal water added. And the minerals, well, there are 27 of them, and they supposedly add a healing touch to bathing in these waters. And they add something else too. Yeah, it smells. It smells, you know, that rotting egg smell of sulfur? Well, that's the way it smells. But once you're there a while, you kind of don't notice it anymore. My first tip is to arrive early if you want to swim in the pools, because in the summer it can get crowded. And keep in mind that there is a 20-minute limit for swims. That way everybody can enjoy the pools. So here's the bathhouse, but if you go inside, it also has a lot of different materials on the area. And here's a guide to Thermopolis. And the person at the front desk was loads of information. So even if you're not using the pools, go inside and see what else Thermopolis has to offer. In addition to the state bathhouse, there are two commercial venues too. Healy's Teepees and Star Plunge. Both of them have indoor and outdoor pools, water slides, and saunas. They seem to be very popular with the locals. But unlike the state bathhouse, there is a fee for using those facilities. Now, the park also has a lot of wonderful trails. Oop, where's my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Mary Ellen, or better known as Prepper Potpourri, and I have been making videos on YouTube for over a decade, and this channel is dedicated to travel. I want to encourage everyone to pursue their own adventure. So subscribe if you'd like some more travel videos and see what I've been up to. I decided to take a stroll on the terrace boardwalk while my cousin was swimming in the pools, and I'm so glad I did. It is really a beautiful walk. In and out of limestone formations, cascading water, right next to the river, and you see some amazing colors. Oh, and here you can really smell it. It says the red, oranges, yellows, and greens that paint the hot springs, pools, and streams are actually heat-loving microscopic life forms. These microbes, which include algae, are visible when the vast numbers cluster together. That's what makes it so colorful. But it's really mesmerizing. And when you get to the end near the bridge, you go around the corner there to the right, and you're in a lush park-like area with a beautiful pond, and further down, a very nice play area for children. So this state park is absolutely gorgeous, and it has many other trails to explore too. So to show you, we were staying right here at the Hot Springs Hotel. There's another hotel, the Best Western Plaza, but a very short walk and you're right into the bathhouse area, the teepee pool, and back here the Star Plunge. And then here is that walk I took, the terrace boardwalk with a swinging bridge and back. But there's all kinds of other trails to take. And a fun fact, they have a bison herd in the state park too. The bull actually came in 1916 from Yellowstone, and the cows came from Kansas. So this is the area I just showed you. This is the bathhouse. But the whole bison area is all this east area, the whole pasture. So after my rejuvenating stroll and my cousin's swim, we decided to take a short drive, about 25 minutes, to the Legends Petroglyphs area. Again, this is completely free. We are the only visitors here. It was just a little eerie, but really neat too. And we got there before the sun was setting, so it was just beautiful. Now, you can pick up additional information in the visitor center. It was closed when we were there, but on the outside was a pamphlet, and it tells you what some of the different symbols mean. Here's another insider tip. Make sure you're wearing boots or closed toe and heel shoes because, yep, it's rattlesnake area, right? And they don't like being disturbed. So make sure you have the right footwear. When we were here, we kind of felt like we stepped back in time. The ancient etchings, some of them were 11,000 years old. We saw pictures of thunderbirds, elk, and other horned figures, and some figures that they just don't know what they are. But they aren't all from 11,000 years ago. They span a time period. In fact, some are more recent. Archaeologists have cataloged 238 glyphs on the rocky surfaces, each one a puzzle of the past. Another tip, bring water because it can get hot out there. But also take your time for a leisurely stroll. Otherwise, you're going to miss some important glyphs. Now, that brochure I'm telling you about really helps you locate them, but some of them are very easy to see with the naked eye, and some, well, time has eroded them a bit. And another insider tip, I would suggest visiting when the sun is low, either early morning or late afternoon, because the lighting then reveals more of the carvings, makes them easier to spot and photograph. And on the way out, we saw a wonderful herd of antelope, which made it a perfect night. Now, Thermopolis might be a small town. I think it's under 3,000 population, but it has a pretty rich history. And it was first settled in the 1880s. And downtown Thermopolis is on the National Register of Historic Places. And guess what? Butch Cassidy and the Hole in the Wall gang used to come to a bar there all the time. And in fact, in the museum there now, they have the original bar that was used by the Hole in the Wall gang. And it was originally made in Ireland and imported over. And if you're a dinosaur enthusiast, well, you have to check out the Wyoming Dinosaur Center. It has loads of bones and fossils all found right near Thermopolis. And in fact, if you are visiting late May through early September, you can even arrange to go to the dig site for a full day and dig right along archaeologists that are still finding amazing finds from the Jurassic period. Now, keeping with our budget travel plans, we stayed at a 3-star hotel, the Hot Springs and Spa, and it was $122 for the night. Now, the great thing about this is its location. It's really just a very short walk to the State Bathhouse and that wonderful Hot Springs Terrace Boardwalk. It had wonderful staff, very friendly, and a great breakfast. The area where we ate was decorated with a lot of taxidermy animals, so I'm figuring that the owner maybe was a big game hunter. What was the downside? Well, we were on the second floor, so we had to carry our luggage up steps, which isn't always fun. And the hotel has seen better days. The carpet was very worn, and the rooms were dated, but they were clean and the beds were very comfortable. And you can't beat the location. Now, Again, because of the location, yes, you still have that sulfur smell in the hotel itself. But again, like I said, we kind of got used to it pretty quick. And when you leave, don't miss the Wind River Canic Scenic Byway. It's just absolutely beautiful. It shows Wyoming's rugged cliffs, the winding river, and breathtaking views that can really leave you in awe. I mean, it's gorgeous. So, thanks for joining me on my journey. And if you're planning a trip to Wyoming, hey, make sure to add Thermopolis as a stop. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Remember, adventure awaits. And here's some info to help you if you're planning a road trip.